Well, hi guys. Today we're back on the Silver Spirit. We have a minor problem with the air conditioning, or actually climate control. It's not air conditioning, it's climate control. The cold air comes out the top, which is wonderful, but at the bottom, on the floor level, it's rotten hot coming out. And it can only be a few things, like, well, could be a thermostat, could be flap jammed, could be a micro switch. Rolls-Royce love micro switches, the car's covered in them, or a relay or something like that, but I don't know. I don't have the magic Rolls-Royce testing box for the climate control. I much prefer the old days when you had a button and there you go, push the button and start the compressor or whatever, just move flaps, you know. But climate control, yeah. The back window, you can't even move a switch for the defrost the back window in the car. It's all part of the climate control, it's all automatic. So this is going to be interesting. At least you'll see how to remove the timber off the dash and everything to get down there to it, which is a minor detail really. But interesting, isn't it? Climate control. It's a bit like, what do they call it? Climate change. You know, at what time in the world's history hasn't climate changed? But anyway, that's a new catch cry. Usually means that people just pay more money for their power source and things like that to pay for ones that can't stand on their own feet. Anyway, that's not to do with what we're doing today. So I'll carry on and we'll pull off the timber work off the dash and start getting down to see what's wrong. Okay, we're going to undo the screws along there that hold the timber on here. We're going to loosen off under here to free it up a bit, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, I've taken out the 3 screws along the top there, and now I'm going to loosen off the couple of screws under here, and on the driver's side too, there's a couple of screws up there. So I'll loosen them off and then I'll take off the top panel. What I did, I just opened the glove box and grab it on the edge, and you can see the whole panel's now loose. And what I'm going to do is take that panel out and lay it on the back seat of the car, which is probably the safest spot for it. Right, I'm removing the panel from the driver's side underneath here. There's 2 Phillips head screws, one here and one up the back here, and also Allen head nut under here, and it takes what size? Okay, it takes a 4mm Allen key. So we'll just pull that off like that. These relays under the driver's side, some of them are for for the recycling of the air conditioning and everything. I'll see if I can zoom in. You can see mode change, lower quantity, well that's probably our one, ACU control, engine running, mode change and recirculation. So I wonder if it's a lower quantity one. We'll have to find out. I might give them a wiggle and just see what's happening here. Anyway, we've got to take out this panel over here and see what's going on up here with the flaps and things. So I'll carry on anyway. On this centre panel here, a couple of screws at the top. Okay, there's also a couple of nuts at the back here. You just need an 8mm socket to undo them each side. I should mention while I'm here, this car is a 1981 Silver Spirit, so it's a Series 1, and it's pretty basic compared to later models. Thank Christ for me. Anyway, that's a sensor here, sensors the interior of the car, and I'll put this light on, if it still works. There we go. And under here, this one here, is a sensor for the lower level of the car. The temperature sensor for the outside of the car that shows on the temperature gauge here is located at the back here behind this bumper here. So there you go. Okay, I've dropped that centre piece off there. I can unplug the wires, of course, and just lift it away, but my problem is this bit of carpety stuff down here, getting it out, but I don't think I need to, because I think I know what the problem is. I'll get up and show you what I think. Yep. I think this is my problem here. The plastic around here on this flap is broken away, and it's sort of mouldy around the hinge and everything for the flap. So what I'm going to do, I'll just run the tests on the test sheet I printed out. Sounds easy, and see what happens, see if everything's working as it should be. So there we go. I've decided I'm not going to go through this testing system, because it's all to do with heat, and primarily we want cool, we don't want heat. This is Australia, you know. So anyway,
that's a possibility too. God knows where they'll go.
So we'll start the engine, turn the radio off, wait for the brake pressure and everything to come up before I bother mucking around with it. The position of the slides there is where they're supposed to be. That's normal, so we'll just wait. I might have a smoke while it warms up. Okay, that's warmed up enough. We'll put it on auto. I'll put the on the coldest. There goes the fan motor. I'll put the bottom one on the coldest. So it's blasting out for this one here. It's blasting out of these two. I'm feeling down around that vent thing down here. So I'm lucky to find that. My wife was complaining about hot air down here, but she's working like a ripper. Nice cold air coming out this vent and the top vents. Can't feel anything coming out here. So there you go. So now you know how to pull the dasher bits anyway, and pull out the radio stuff. No big deal. I'll put it on high. There she goes, up on high. These things actually get moisture on them from the air when it's really chopping for it. Like I said, we don't worry about heat too much over here, but we know the heat works because we're getting it. Okay, so I'm buggered if I know. Maybe I'll pull the relay in and out. I'll turn that one on heat, see what happens. So it should get heat down the bottom somewhere. Put it back up on cold and see what happens, whether they change. Can't complain. Do this one. Put it on heat. There's flaps going. You can hear them. Do this one. I think my one's a pretty primitive system. It doesn't seem to have... Oh yeah, you can feel it back here. Yeah, there we go. I've got warm air coming out the bottom now. It should be hot. That's cool. Do this one. As long as the other flap shuts. Now we've got cold air coming out. These ones. And no warm air coming out the bottom. So that's what we want. So if I put them back to normal, where they say they're supposed to be, hang on, yep, there, and this one, there. That's what they say is, I assume it must be about 24 degrees or something like that when it's in that position, which is not really chilling at present. Yeah, a bit of heat coming out the bottom. Well, we don't want that, do we? Let's put it up there. Still a bit of heat coming out the bottom. What's it say? It says it's 24 degrees outside. Just wonder what's running the wall. Put it there. I want the bottom vent to shut off. If I move this button out of the way. Yeah, it's shut off. So, okay, I'm happy with that. We know the vents are working and everything. I'll put a bit of tape over that broken bit of plastic in case air's coming out of there. Alright, take it easy. Bye.